Hello students, in today's class we are going to discuss the second category of basis for market segmentation, that is behavioral or product oriented basis. Such segmentation is also called as consumer response segmentation, behavioral segmentation or product characteristics based market segmentation. According to this basis, the market is divided on the basis of product characteristics or consumer response to the products. In the former basis, we have considered consumer characteristics for segmenting the market. Here, we will be considering the product characteristics as the basis for segmenting the market. That is, based on the product characteristics, the market will be segmented. So the characteristics of the products includes, the first one is occasions. Many products are purchased and used occasionally, and therefore a wise marketer associates the use of products with particular occasions because occasions create more demand for the product. The product like clothing, furniture, firecrackers, electric appliances, gold, greeting cards, gift varieties, all these products experience more demand during Diwali, Ramjan, Christmas, etc. And even tours and travels companies organize special tours during vacations because there will be more demand for tours and travels during the vacations. So the company finds an opportunity to segment the market on the basis of occasions. There can be various occasions such as festivals, elections, birthday, marriage anniversary, death, illness, outstanding achievements, examination results, change in employments, acquisition of home, and so many similar occasions. And company segments the market on one or more occasions and try to meet the needs and wants during such occasions because, as I said, these occasions create more demand for the goods and services, and hence marketers design the goods and services as per these occasions. The next one is benefits, that is benefits the customer received from the product or services. It is a widely used base for dividing the market. This segmentation is based on benefits the customer seeks the products, that is what benefits the customer seeks from the product. Based on that benefits, the market will be segmented. Benefits desired by the consumers may include the quality of the product, the services marketer provide to the customers, guarantee or warranty, economy, ease, safety, performance, durability, and prestige or status. So these are the desired benefits, and based on these benefits market will be segmented. Company divides the market as per the benefits expected by the buyers. For example, Colgate prevents cavity, okay, and therefore Colgate will be marketed as to prevent the cavity, you can use the Colgate, okay. So based on this the market will be segmented. So the Colgate can segment their market as the product which can prevent the cavity. In the same way, Close-Up offers freshness, etc. So in this way, whatever benefits the product is providing to the customers, based on those benefits the market will be segmented. Most automobiles manufacturers use this segmentation and they can segment their market. Firm can design its marketing program in a way that different benefit seekers can be satisfied, okay. Based on the benefits they can design the market, and with the help of that they can design the program, and by which these programs will be helpful for the marketer to provide different benefit to the customers, and by which the customers can be satisfied. Next one is user status. Market may be segmented on the basis of user status, such as non-users, ex-users, potential users, first-time users, occasional users, and regular users. Non-users are the users who have not used the product. So these are the group of consumers who have not used the product. Ex-users are the group of consumers who used to use the product earlier and they are not using the product. Next one, potential users. These are the consumers who have not used the company's product, but there are the chances that these customers may use the product. Next one, first time users. These are the group of consumers who have used the product first time and there are chances that they may use the product even next time if they satisfy with the product. Then occasional users. So these are the users, they may use the product occasionally. And the regular users are the users who will be regularly using the company's product. So these are the various users, and based on these users, marketer can design their marketing strategies for making all these users or converting all these users into the regular users of the company's products. The next base for segmenting the market as per the behavioral or product oriented is usage rates. Market can be segmented on the basis of the usage rates like light, medium and heavy product users. The light users are the one, they are more in number but purchase a small quantity. So these are the less group of customers but they are the more number of consumers but they purchase a small quantity of the product. Then comes medium users. They are relatively more in number and consume more quantity compared to the first one. And the last one is heavy users. They are the small percentage of the market but account for high percentage of total consumption. So based on these usage rates, the marketer can segment the market. The next one is loyalty pattern or loyalty status of the consumer. Consumer's loyalty pattern can be used for dividing the market. Consumers hold varying degree of loyalty to the brand, and accordingly buyer can be divided into 4 major loyalty groups. The first one is hardcore loyal. Hardcore loyal are the consumer who buy the same brand all the time. Now for example, their buying pattern may be like AA, that is they may buy the brand A all the times. Now for example, say if you are purchasing or if you are buying Pepsodent, that is in toothpaste you are purchasing or buying Pepsodent and you are purchasing the same toothpaste, that is Pepsodent, all the time. So here you can be considered as hardcore loyal consumer to the brand Pepsodent. Okay. The next one is soft or split loyal. So these are the group of loyal consumers who are loyal to 2 or more brands. That is their buying pattern may be AA, BB or AB. Their loyalty splits between 2 brands. Now for example, if we consider the same example that is toothpaste. So you may be purchasing Pepsodent or sometimes you may be purchasing Colgate, or sometimes like for example say for first 2 months in continuously 2-3 months you will be purchasing Pepsodent, then again you will be purchasing Colgate, then again Pepsodent, then again Colgate. So such type of customers are called as soft or split loyal customers. Then next one is shifting loyal. That is, these are the group of consumers who shift from one brand to another and their buying pattern is AA, BB. Their loyalty is shifting from one brand to another brand, which means Like for example, again we can continue the same example, toothpaste. You can purchase like suppose some consumers will be purchasing the Pepsodent. So for continuous through 2 to 3 months, or for continuous 1 year, they will be using the Pepsodent. Again in the next year they may be using the Colgate. Or even in case of shampoo, you will be using the Sunsilk, or sometimes you will be using the other brand, that is Pantene or some other brand. So in this way you can consumers will be shifting the brand, that is one brand to another brand, and such group of consumers is called as shifting loyal consumers. The next comes brand switchers. So these are the consumers who show no loyalty to any brand, and their buying pattern is anything, that is A, B, C, D, A, B, anything. They are switching from one brand to next, and they are variety seekers, that is whatever products come into the market, they purchase those products. They are not loyal to particular brand. The next one is buyer readiness stage. Consumers show different stages of readiness to buy the product, and they can be classified on the basis of readiness stages too. Accordingly, the market is segmented as unaware. So these are the group of consumers who are unaware about the product, that is whether the product is available in the market or no. He doesn't know about the product, so he is unaware about the product. The next one is, the next group of consumer is, they are aware about the product but they don't know the details of the product. They are not informed about the product, called as aware group of consumers. Then interested. So these are the group of consumer who are interested in purchasing the particular product. The next one, desires. These are the group of consumer who is desire to purchase the product. And next one, intended to buy the product. So these are the group of consumers who are intended to buy the product whatever the company is offering. So the marketer need to prepare the strategy by which all these group of consumers may be converted into the interested group of consumers or the regular purchaser of the company's product. And the next one is attitude towards product. Now these are the this base is used for segmenting the market, where the customer's attitude towards the product will be used as a base for market segmentation. The different groups of buyers with different attitudes behave in different ways. The company therefore may segment the market on the basis of attitudes of the consumers. Needless to mention, each type of attitude holders should be tackled separately. Possible groups of consumers on the basis of the degree of favorableness of attitudes are enthusiastics. So these are the consumers who are very interested or enthusiastic towards purchasing the product. Next, positive. So these are the group of consumer who speaks positive about the product. Then they are the next one, indifferent. They speak positive or not they speak negative about the product. Then comes negative. So these are the group of consumers, or these are the group of consumers have negative attitude towards the product, that is they speak negative about that particular brand or product. Then comes hostile. So these are the group of people who speaks against the product or against the company is called as hostile. So these are the type of attitudes towards the product, a kind of consumers attitudes towards the product, and based on this the market will be segmented. The separate program of marketing will be designed for each type of consumers. So these are the basis for segmenting the market based on the consumers behavior or product oriented basis for market segmentation. Okay, I hope you understood what is market segmentation and what are the basis for segmenting the market. Okay, in the next class we will be discussing about what are the advantages of market segmentation. Okay, thank you.